Hey, this is Secular Parenting. I am Ginger Jesus, and tonight I want to talk about some tools, some tricks, some phrases, some things you can use to be better parents.
What?
We're rolling.
Oh,
I'll edit it out, don't worry.
okay. Like, comment, subscribe.
Do it again?
I'm fine.
Alright. So recently I've been talking about a lot of the dangers of authoritarian parenting style. On the direct opposite of that, and just as unhealthy for your child, is the permissive parenting style, the parenting style of no boundaries, no rules. We want to be able to set proper boundaries for our children. We want them to know where the rules are, where they are safe, and that they especially need to know that we care about them enough to make sure that they have rules so that they are safe. That's actually half of it. So I actually have a couple arbitrary rules that don't really mean anything except I decided that they are now rules of the house. For instance, there's no television for certain periods of the day. Originally I made up that rule to make sure that I had television during certain parts of the day, but it also makes sure that they go outside, play with their imagination. I have no issue with swearing, depending on its context. But I'm very important about the context. I will allow any swear word. I will not allow you to hurt someone's feelings or put someone down. Because I need people to see that language hurts. And it's a rule, and I want them to grow up with that rule and that boundary and that understanding of the world. And remember, learn to say yes to your children. When your children ask for things that are not ridiculous, not impossible, not unheard of, when your child asks for things, your first reaction should not be no. Think yes. Can we afford for my child to have this thing that they want without burdening us in any way? Have they been behaving themselves recently? Did they do their chores? Think of a reason why they deserve that thing, and why not? Here's a 75-cent thing you said you wanted. Oh, and by the way, I really appreciate the way you... ... You cleaned your room. You got up on time this morning. You... Whatever it is they did well that day, thank you so much for doing that thing for me, and I'm giving you this because of that. Find a reason to say yes and tell them why you're saying yes. It's always best if you use this strategy when dealing with something that you want them to see of as a goal, something they need to step past, something they step past on their own, and then reward them with something small. This just says that I am really grateful for you, but make sure it's something they ask for. Don't assume anything. Don't bring them home something and say this is because you did this. When they say, may I have this, think, and then answer. Learn to say yes. It's more important than you think. And finally, my favorite one. Actually, this is the one I use the most often. Deal making. You need them to do something above and beyond their chores, above and beyond their usual duty. Hey, if you do this for me, I will give you this. If they say yes, great. If they say no, open negotiations. Well, what do you want to do this chore for me? Let them set a bar and then negotiate with them, and negotiate with them honestly. Because that extra chore is not their responsibility. If you think of it as their responsibility, you cannot negotiate honestly. But negotiate honestly with your child. Let your child learn how to negotiate their own risk management skills. And if they take a terrible deal, relish in it. When they're done doing the thing, give them the thing and say, oh, by the way, you could have got so much more out of this. Let them know they got a bad deal. Your job isn't to win, your job is to teach them, right? Anyways, I am Ginger Jesus. This is Secular Parenting. Be good to yourselves out there.